Axopar is a new brand. It's specialized in motorboats powered by outboards, following a concept of walk around, easy to handle, easy to care boats in the size range of 24, 28 and 37 foot. With a different modular construction, enabling us to do different variations for different parts of the world. So we are offering anything from hardtops to T-tops, sun tops, cabin boats, sports cabins, all to suit for the different needs in all around the world. The Axopar company is privately owned with selective few private owners. So this is also been one part of the success of our company, that we are quite fast in decision making and we are flexible to also follow the marine trends, and in that sense also quite rapidly to give customers the products they want to be using on the water. We've been doing some brands before, so this is for now the third brand I'm participating in developing and starting up. We wanted this brand to be a different brand from the ones we used before. All the brands we did before were very great in seat keeping and handling and drivability, but now we also wanted it to be a bit of a special, new, fresh look to the very contemporary market that was around in the years 2013, 2012. So a new, fresh look on modern day boating. The success of Axopar is more or less made out of 3 to 4 key factors. One is that we came up with a functional modern design that is instantly recognizable on the water, that sets all the other competitive boats apart in terms of look. Also doing class-best handling and drive and let's say seaworthiness on the vessels. Doing this at a very good affordable price, and also accommodating the different needs for different markets in terms of modularity, so that the customers can get a boat they actually need to be using in different parts of the world. One of the key issues we had is to find out how we can modularize our production, so that we would have a product that is almost 70 to 80% always identical on the production line, but towards the customers always offer a diversity of different models without us needing to change too much in the production. Secondly, also is the weight, that we needed to engineer the products so that they are stiff, but at the same time they are very light, so that when we make the weight saving, we also save in cost, but also the thing is that we can also start saving in the power we need on our outboards, the fuel we need to carry on board, and this is, let's say, like a very positive circle, that when we can use less fuel, we need less size of an engine, we need a smaller fuel tank. Everything becomes lighter, at the same time never, let's say, compromising on stiffness or the rigidity of the house. So we are a Finnish brand with a clear Finnish heritage, and the way we do boating in Finland is under very harsh conditions. We have a very short boating season, around 6 months in a year, but usually what we are always confronted is very high winds and very short and sharp waves. So the whole concept was also that we want a boat that handles any sea at good comfort. The company base and the whole philosophy is Scandinavian or Nordic, if we say it this way, but the production is being taken care of in Poland. Poland is, after United States, the world's second biggest boat producing country. So we get a lot of benefits of doing production in Poland. One being the major, that we are in the middle of Europe, so we have very easy access to ship our boats anywhere around the world. But also in a sense that the shipyards are massive in size and they do a lot of production in-house. Anything coming from stainless steel, aluminium, wood, canopies, cushions, upholstery, anything is done in-house in the same factory on the same premises, which also makes prototyping and building the first boats very efficient and fast. We launched the first range, the Axopar 28, in Helsinki in 2014, so it was quite a rapid acceleration in terms of production. The first year we wanted to start slowly, so we launched the boat in February. So under a 6 months period we produced something around 55 boats. Next year following with 150 boats. The following year after that building 300 boats. Then after that going up to 450, 550, and now we are at around 650 boats in a year annual production. And all of this production has always been sold out, usually 6 months before the boats are entering the production. So at this moment we are also now opening up a second supplier for us in order to be able to increase the capacity in the future for an additional 300 to 400 boats in a year. The main market is United States. That is the biggest export we have. I think we are one of the biggest companies in Europe also doing, in terms of volume, also exports to United States. But after that following, you will still see our products being sold in quite good numbers in the Scandinavian countries, Norway and Sweden. But after that you will see our products more or less anywhere around the world, ranging from Thailand to New Zealand, Australia, to United States, of course, which we mentioned earlier, Canada. We're also getting a lot of sales into Balearic areas around Europe. We're seeing the boats being used as charter boats anywhere around the world, so in Caribbean, in Saint Martin, in Dominican Republics, Thailand, as well as also then being tenders for super yachts and chase boats for super yachts. So in US we're talking something around 200, 250 boats in a year, so it's quite a significant amount. So we've been rapidly gaining more and more brand awareness. Mercury Marine being our key partner in supplying engines, which is also very strong in the United States. It's very good and perfect partner for us to be working on, also for the success of the company and for the future. For the US, of course, we are now quite strong in the Florida areas. We are having good dealers on the East Coast, and now we are also quite strongly represented on the West Coast. So probably in the future we will be looking at the Great Lakes area, Boston area. The price range of an Axopar product starts from a 24. To give you a very simple, let's say, like a look at it, the 24 starts at 75,000 euros. The 28 is usually sold around 100 to 110,000 euros. The 37 is around 220,000 euros, more or less, depending on the bigger boats we do, the more equipment they get on board, and in that place also the options start to make an effect on the price, as also of course the engines, what you are putting on the boats. Well, that is always a good question. The future of Axopar is of course always that we want to follow the trends that we see arising on the market today. We want to be able to provide new products for these arising trends. How the volume will become out of our company is more or less just following this type of demand for the boats that we have. But let's say we will be quite happy to keep a target of 1,000 boats in a year. That is, I would say, still for our size of company to be possibly a positive thing to handle.